Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the no makeup on right now. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be filming a Get Ready With Me New Year's edition. But also inside of this video, I'm also going to be answering a bunch of questions that you guys have asked me. I asked you guys on my Instagram to comment some questions that you guys wanted to ask me, and like 95% of the questions were like college related. And I feel like anytime that I ask you guys to ask me any questions, they're always about college. Like everybody always wants to know about college life, always ask questions about college, which is totally fine with me. I am like more than excited and willing to answer questions about college. As you guys know, I just finished my first semester at San Diego State, so I feel like I can kind of answer questions a little better now that I kind of already had like a semester of experience. Also, I don't have all of my makeup here. Like I only came home with like my everyday stuff, so I'm kind of trying to like look a little more glam for New Year's. So that's why, like, if I'm kind of struggling, that is why. I don't have all of my makeup here, so I'm just gonna kind of work with what I have. So without any further ado, let's get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So all the questions that you guys asked me are on my iPhone, so if I'm looking down, that is why. So I already went in with my Tatcha moisturizer, and now I'm just going to be priming my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and I only have the sample size because I left my good primers at home, so I'm living off the samples right now. Okay, so first question is, what is the best thing about going to college in San Diego? Okay, so I think I also asked you guys on my Instagram which video to be like filming next after this video, and you guys said the truth about San Diego State. So I'm not really gonna like go into full depth about a lot of these questions. I'm kind of just like gonna answer like briefly and then go into more depth about like questions like that in my next video. So honestly, like I know this is very like cliche, like this is kind of like what everybody says, but to be completely honest, like the beach, like I'm so close to the beach and that's so nice. Like here where I'm, like my hometown where I'm from, I don't have like a beach like that. Like the nearest beach to me is like San Francisco, like that's not even like a beach. Like it's so cold there always, so living close to the beach is really nice. And honestly, like in San Diego, there's literally so much to do. You're literally never bored. You can like go to the zoo, you can go to the beach, you can go out to eat, you can go to Old Town, you can go to downtown. Like there's just, it's such a touristy place that there's literally always something to do. So that's like a really nice thing about living down there. Like you're never bored, always tourists down there. So everything's like always like poppin', you know? So the next question is, what made you choose your major? So I feel like I literally get asked this question like all the time, and I think I've already like mentioned it in a video, but I don't really have like an answer for this, to be completely honest. So like I knew since I was like 12, 13 years old that I wanted to go to school for law. Do I know what kind of lawyer I want to be? No. Still don't know that, but I do know I'm going to school for law, obviously. Also, by the way, I always use the Born This Way foundation. This is literally like my favorite foundation ever. So good on my skin, looks great, love it. So the next question is, do you recommend going to SDSU? So like I said, I'm going to be filming a video kind of like the truth about SDSU, or like my like freshman experience, and so I'll kind of like go into like more depth like in that video about that kind of stuff. But overall, would I recommend it? I really, like, I mean, I have like mixed feelings about my first semester. Like I did enjoy it, but there's also things like I kind of wish like were different. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but like would I recommend going there? Like school-wise, like academics, yes. Like I really enjoyed like that aspect. I mean, I did struggle. I got like a 3.0 my first semester, just because I'm like in high school I was so used to like a 4.0, all A's, like I had always done so well, and then I come to college and it was like a total like reality check. It was a lot harder for me to get like A's and B's, like, you know, and I was never accepting of C's in high school, just because like when you're in high school you're trying to like get a good GPA to get into college, but once you're already in college, like you're already there. Unless you're trying to go to like grad school, then you need like a decent GPA to get in, but you like regardless you already are going to be getting a degree, so you know. But like going to college really made me realize that like it's a lot harder and you're gonna struggle, and like you don't have to be perfect and always get straight A's. And I'm getting really bad about this. I keep forgetting to mention what products I used. I used the Shape Tape Concealer, and then I used the Lorac Pro translucent powder. I like always use this underneath my eyes. And then just to set my face, I use like the Maybelline Infallible Pro shit. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera to do my brows because I can't do them on camera, and then I'm gonna come back and finish the rest of my face and answer more questions. So now I'm going to go into my eyes. I also don't have any eye primer, so again, I'm gonna use concealer. This is just like the Infallible Pro, I don't know, and I'm just gonna like, you know, put it on my eyelids, hopefully do that in some powder, and it'll look decent. Also for my brows, I use the Benefit Goof Proof, and then I also go over it with the Anastasia brow powder, and this is just like what I use to do my brows. So next question is, instead of becoming a lawyer, would you become a model? So I feel like I've actually been asked this question like before, kind of more by like my friends like back at home. So if you guys like, you guys have been like following me for a while on like social media and YouTube and stuff, you guys would know that I come from like a really small town, and once I moved to San Diego to go to school, I actually started modeling there. So I've only been there since August, and it's now like January. And if you guys also knew, I was friends with my friend Maya. She also modeled like back when I was in high school, and she was living in LA. Got like an interest in modeling once I moved, and then I came home like for break, and I actually was getting like a bunch of questions from people like, oh my gosh, like how'd you get into modeling? Like, are you gonna like, you know, stop going to college and like have modeling pay your bills? Are you gonna stop working and have modeling pay your bills? And like, no, that's never been the case. I still work. I work 2 jobs. I work a restaurant job and I work a nanny job. Yes, I do make money like from my modeling, obviously, but I only do that like on the weekends or like in my free time. So it's not like I'm putting like school aside or anything for my modeling. I'm like definitely doing that like when I have free time. Would I like stop going to school to be like, and you know, like have modeling be my job? Like, no, because I just model like on the side. Like, it's just something to do like for extra money. It's something that's fun, and even if I wasn't getting paid, like I'd still do it. Like, I love it. I think it's fun to do like in my free time. And I'm like so passionate and like set on being a lawyer that, you know, I'm never like not gonna, you know, I'm gonna keep going to school to like be a lawyer. That's what I want to do. Like, that's what I'm paying for. Like, I'm putting myself through school. I am paying for my school. I'm making my car payment while I'm there. I'm working 2 jobs. So like, I have my like shit together, but I would never like, you know, say like fuck that and like, you know, become like a model, because like that stuff can always like fall through, you know. Also, I'm using the Maybelline Nudes palette. This is literally like the only eyeshadow that I have here. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're just like trying to do a little something on my eyes. So next question is, do you ever wish you went to college closer to home? So I've actually, I don't think I've ever really been asked this question, but my answer is hell no. I'm so happy that I like go to college like far away. I've never really talked about like growing up in my hometown or like high school or anything, and I'm not gonna like fully get into depth about it. Like, if you guys like want to know like more about like why I left home, like why I hated high school and stuff like that, I can definitely like make a video about that. But it's just not something that I really talk about too much unless like my like couple like very close friends know. I absolutely like I hated my hometown. But I absolutely like hated my hometown. I literally have been bullied since, I think I started getting bullied when I was in like 5th grade. And then I got bullied all the way through middle school. Middle school was like a really, really bad time. And then I got bullied again in high school. And then it stopped in high school for a while, and then it picked up again. So I just had like a really hard time. I used to get bullied like for what I looked like, for my body, for my YouTube. Once I like got a couple, like I started doing like a little bit of modeling and stuff when I went down to LA to visit Maya. I was getting bullied for that because I was posting bikini pictures. Like, I literally had my high school principal call me in and literally body shame me in her office like during school. So like, if that doesn't explain like why I hated high school, like, but there still is more to that. But like I said, I hated high school. Like, it was fucking miserable. So no, I'm not upset that I left at all. I don't wish I was close to home. I'm very happy I left. If you guys, you know, had a hard time like growing up like me as well, and you guys want to go far away from home, go for it. I recommend it. I just don't think I would have grown this much as a person if I would have stayed close to home for college. I know a lot of people have left, and like I said, you just grow, you realize there's more out there than just this small town and these people, and you just realize that there's so many like great opportunities, and you just meet so many great friends that you would have never like had if you would have stayed here. So the next question is, how do you handle school and 2 jobs? So I've gotten asked this question before. So honestly, I worked 2 jobs in high school. My junior and senior year of high school, I worked 2 jobs while going to school. And I liked it, you know, it kept me busy. I'm the type of person who needs to be busy all the time. Like if I have downtime, I go crazy. Like I need to be always busy doing something. And when I work 2 jobs, you know, I'm busy. I don't have a lot of free time, which is like fine with me, honestly. I'm not huge like into going out in college. Like I know like freshman year, everybody's like about like partying, going crazy. That's not me. Like, I don't know, like I'll go out like when I want to go out, but most of the time I'm just trying to work, make money, you know. Next question is, what has been your least favorite part about college? So least favorite, not being able to like have like a set schedule every day. Like it's so hard to like make every day the same, like have a set routine when you're in college. In high school I was so used to that, so like every day that I'm not doing the same thing like on a set time, like it kind of just like really gets to me. Like there's days like when I don't have time to go to the gym because, oh, I have to study for an exam tomorrow, or I'm working late, or you know, I picked up an extra shift or something, and it's just something, things are not always the same. Every day is different, you know, you have different classes every day. Like back in high school, you would like the same classes every day. In college, you don't. You might have, you know, sociology 1 day a week. You might have science all 5 days of the week. You might only have like, you know, your English 2 days a week. Like it's just kind of a lot. It's very different when you're in college. So, you know, that's kind of the only thing that like I honestly hate, is just not being able to have like my set routine that I always had. Next question is, did you ever consider rushing? Also, I'm using the NARS bronzer in Laguna, and I'm going to be like contouring my face. As for rushing, I came into college like not really knowing anything about rushing, and when it came time, a bunch of my friends were doing it, and I just didn't. Like I don't know what it was. I like really just wasn't into it. I was just kind of scared that I wouldn't have enough time to like, you know, work, do me, focus on like my kind of stuff. And sometimes I kind of regret like that I didn't rush. I'm like, damn, like I wish I would have rushed. I would have met so many more people. Like I would have had an easier time making friends, because like you do make your own friends in college, but like, you know, it takes time, where like if you rush it, you kind of just like, you know, already have your own set group of friends. So I kind of wish I would have rushed for that reason. Also, especially at San Diego State, I don't know how like other colleges are, but Greek life is so big at our school that like literally everybody's in it. But I did consider it. I did take clothes like just in case I was gonna rush, and I didn't end up rushing. But I might rush my sophomore year. I don't know. It just depends like how things go with me working and stuff like that. Also, I wanted to mention, this is like my favorite blush right now. This is the NARS Orgasm Liquid Blush, and I've never been a blush person, but for some reason I've just been loving this one. I don't know, it's just great. I usually mix it in with a beauty blender and it just looks really natural. Love it. And I know I'm doing like a really weird order. I like to go back and do like my mascara and everything like after, so that is why. Next question is, favorite thing about SDSU? I don't know. I mean, the social aspect of school is like really cool, but like I said, like Greek life is so big that like you kind of have to like be in a sorority for anything, which kind of sucks. I just really love like the diversity of our school. Like there's just so many different people. Like we have so many international kids at our school. Like they're in your classes, and like, you know, I have a girl in one of my classes, and she's from like Hawaii. Like I know that's not like international, but like, you know, there's just so many different kids. Like I met a girl from Hawaii. I actually met like 3 girls from Hawaii, which is so cool. Like they literally came all the way like across the country to like go to school. Like my roommate's from New Jersey. That's dope. She's from the East Coast. Like I'm from the West Coast. That's just cool. You know, like there's so many different people, and you just make so many different friends. Like a lot of my friends are from like Philly, Chicago, New Jersey, New York, and it's so cool. Like you just meet so many different people. I think that's been my favorite part, especially the international kids. Like I had a kid in my class and he said he was from like Brazil or something, which is so cool. Like, you know, you're doing like the exchange program. That's so cool. Like you're coming to school like in San Diego. Like that's so many people's dream. And I just think it's cool that like all these kids like get those opportunities to do that. So I just think it's just amazing like how many different diverse people there are at school, and you just meet so many different people that are so different than you. And I think that was like my favorite part too, just because I came from a really small town where everybody is just like the same. Like everybody's always in like about like the social media aspect, like what everybody's doing. Everybody's so nosy, always wants to know, like, you know, just always in everybody's business. And like in college, nobody cares. Like nobody knows where you're from. Nobody knows your past. It's like a completely fresh start, and everybody is different. Like everybody has different interests. You know, it's just, it's so awesome. Like that is probably my absolute favorite part about college, just all the people you meet and just how everybody is so different than you. Also, I am using the champagne pop from Becca. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? It's just weird because like 10 years feels like so far away, but it's really not. And I don't know if this makes sense, but like I've literally been asked this question like 10 years ago, like when I was like 9 years old, like where do you see yourself in 10 years? And like, you know, obviously I saw myself in college, but like I never saw myself like going to San Diego in college or, you know, anything like that. So in 10 years, I'll be like almost 30, be 29. And that's kind of old. Like hopefully, you know, I'll already be out of college. Hopefully I'm like starting my career. I'm out of grad school, let's hope. And, you know, I'm like, you know, doing my lawyering stuff. I have a family. Hopefully I have kids. I don't know, maybe 2 by that time. Hopefully I have a husband and I'm living somewhere. I don't know where I want to live in the future, but hopefully, you know, I'm doing my thing. Have my shit together, have a nice house, have kids, have a family, have my career going. And that's kind of just what I'm hoping, which is crazy that I'm going to think I'm going to be almost 30 in 10 years. That is weird. But that's kind of like what I'm hoping for. And the last question is, what are your plans for 2019? So for this year, I don't know. I have like said like there's so many things like I want to do within the next year, but I don't know, like I'm the type of person like if I want to like achieve something, like I don't need a new year to like get me on track. Like I'll just like start doing it. One of my main things was when I went to college, I wanted to avoid the freshman 15 and just stay healthy and working out, and I've actually managed to do that. So I'm very proud of myself. But for the new year, I really want to devote more time to YouTube. It's really difficult when you're in college, like to do the college life in my weeks, or college life in my week. Like those are so like simple videos, but they're so hard because you just have to remember to film everything. Like you aren't living like this life, this picture perfect life that everybody sees on Instagram. Like that's not what college is like. And it's just kind of difficult to like capture the moments that people are going to want to see. Like, you know, you could obviously film like really real and raw things, like your mental breakdowns that you have because of tests. You forgot to study for a test, you failed a test, you have all this homework to do. Like it's just, everybody just thinks like, you know, they post like this picture perfect life on Instagram that's like not completely true. That's not what college is like. And I kind of want to try to start filming more and film more like raw stuff, like what my life is actually like. Like, you know, I work every day, like I don't really put that in my videos, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm kind of going to try to film more like lifestyle type of videos, but that's kind of like my overall goal for this year. I'm also trying to take more units, which is crazy because I am in school still, but I want to finish early. I just want to, you know, get done with school. I'm going to try to get my study abroad stuff together this year. My plan is to go to Madrid fall of 2020, I believe. So hopefully that works. And yeah, nothing like too different. Kind of just going to try to keep up the same stuff and just, you know, keep up my routines and just kind of try to keep busy this year. And then lastly, I'm going to be putting on the Fenty Uncensored, is that what it's called, I think? The lipstick, and then I'll be back on camera for you guys. So that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I answered all of your guys' questions. And like I said, I will be doing a more into-depth video about like college and my first semester experience. So I will see you guys next time, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below any other video requests that you guys want to see, and all of my social media links will be down below as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!